Welcome to the presentation on quadratic equation. In this tutorial, we will discuss quadratic equations, what is quadratic equations, what it basically came from. So quadratic equation basically came from the quadratic functions. What are the quadratic functions? We will see here, like f of x is equal to 5x squared plus 7x plus 2. This is a quadratic function of polynomial of degree 2. You can see here it is basically polynomial of degree 2. So what are those values upon which this function f of x is 0? So in order to find those values, we need basically the quadratic function. Like if you see f of x is equal to 0, so it means it will also equal to 5x squared plus 7x plus 2. So it become a quadratic equation like f of x squared plus 7x plus 2 is equals to 0. In order to solve this quadratic equation, what are those methods through which we can solve this quadratic equation? There are many methods. We will discuss here only one method, which is solving quadratic equation by factorization method. Okay, so this is one of the method upon which we solve quadratic equations. What is basically here and quadratic solving quadratic equation by factorization method? We factorize the left hand side of this equations. In order to factorize this, what is basically the rules through which we can easily factorize? The rule is very simple. uh, Here you can see these two terms, 5x squared and 2. So on a side, in a rough work, you can multiply these two terms like this, which is equals to 10x squared. So what we need here, we need basically here 7x to write it in sum of two terms, any two terms, in order to have their product equal to 10x squared. So what are basically those two terms? So 7x can be written in many ways, like 3x plus 4x. But if we see 3x times 4x gives us 12x squared, but we need 10x squared. So we need to think a little here. If we write 7x like 7x like this, 2x plus 5x, now it's clear. If we multiply this with 5x, it gives 10x squared, and their sum gives 7x. So we will replace 7x, this 7x, by these two terms. Okay, it will make easy. 5x squared, we will write 2x plus 5x instead of 7x, plus 2x plus 5x, and we will write this the remaining part of the equation like plus 2x equals 0. Now here things become very simple. Now we see that in these two terms x is common. What is common? X. This x is common here, and also 1x. We can take common 1x from this. So we will take this common from this term. One big term is this and the other is this one, so we will take common here x. So what we left with, we left with 5 here. 1x is gone, so we are left with the only 1x here, plus 2 remain here, and here we, for simplicity, we will take one common here. So 5x plus 2 equals 0. Now if we see 5x 5x plus 2 is here, and 5x plus 2 is here also, so we can take common 5x plus 2 also. So now we will take 5x plus 2 as a whole, we will take it common. We will left with x plus here, if we take this common, so we will left with 1, which is equal to 0. Now in order to have these the product of these two terms equals to 0, we need either 5x plus 2 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. It is the basic rule in mathematics. If the product of two terms are 0, one term must be 0, at least one term. So we will write here 5x plus 2 equals 0 or x plus 1 equals 0. So we will write here 5x. Sorry, it take time. It is searching with the Google, so I'll wait a little. I will solve this later. I don't know why it is. Okay, cursor is here, so you can write here is 5x plus 2 equals 0 and x plus 1 equals 0. So now things are going easy. Again, the problem is here. I don't know. Okay, I will solve it. Now if we see 5x plus 2 equals 0, we will take 2 on the right hand side. So 5x is equals to 2 5x, what is here, 5x, sorry, 5x plus 2 equals 0. 5x equals to negative 2, x is equal to negative 2 over 5, and on this side x is equals to negative 1. So these are basically the two values of a quadratic equation. If we plug in these two values in the quadratic equation, it will give 0 value. So if we see graphically what it means, now look graphically, it means basically this is y-axis, which is basically our function f of x, and this is x-axis. So we will plot these 2 points. If negative 1 is here, then minus 2 over 5 is somewhere here. So we can write the quadratic equations, quadratic function f of x equal to 5x square plus 7x plus 2. Now if we see here the sign is positive, so it will concave off. It is the rule in quadratic functions, so it will look like this very fast. This is the graph. The graph is like this. So if we see the x values -2 or 5 and -1 is here. The graph is passing through the x-axis through these 2 points, these 2 values of x, and here we clearly see that the y value is 0, because on the x-axis we have y is equal to 0. These 2 values, these 2 points have x this value and y equals 0. So you can see graphically it means that what are those values of x on which this function gave us 0 value. So that's all about the quadratic equations. Okay, take care, goodbye.